Going hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo. Go.
Going hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go.
hard.
Going hard, yo. Go. Going hard, yo.
Going
Go. Going hard, yo. Go. Go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Going Hard podcast. I'm Josh DeLay. This is Alan Wagner.
Hello.
And up here in his new throne,
Hey, what's up?
hey, it's Producer Pete. How's it going, Producer Pete?
Pretty good.
Yeah,
I think I saw a Viking on the way home today. That was pretty cool.
like a Minnesota Viking or like a Nordic man.
Well, probably both, really.
Yeah, who was it?
I don't know. The car was fancy.
You just think you saw one for no reason, really? Then
You just saw a fancy car and you're just like, oh, that must be one.
it
of
might
those
have been
Vikings.
Prince.
Well, the practice facility is over there, and it was a pretty sweet car going
Oh,
pretty
you're
fast,
driving by.
so-
You're driving by the TCO Performance Center.
I don't think that's there.
It's-
Is that still
They
up
would
and running?
take $4.94 to go to home to Edina, probably.
He knows what he's talking
I
about.
saw Adrian Peterson's children going into that building one time.
Oh yeah, did
Yeah,
you?
they had marks all over their backs.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I wonder why that was.
I don't know.
Were they like tattoos or what?
Yeah, like, do you let his kids get tatted?
Yeah, I was assuming it was something like that. They were just like, about the thickness of your finger, just like going down the back, just like crisscross shapes. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's really
Yeah.
switching it up, huh?
You know what I like about Alan's Adrian Peterson reference? is that it really shows how deep of a knowledge he has of sports.
Yeah, like that's what I absorb is like Adrian Peterson.
Literally
being
like a
his
top
children.
5 most famous like Minnesota sports athletes ever.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a deep cut there, dude.
sure is, bud.
Speaking of deep cuts, how about Adrian Peterson's kids? Huh? There's a lot of emotional scarring
Poor,
and
poor
otherwise.
taste, man. Poor taste.
Yeah, we started off on a bit of a rough.
Those poor children.
Hey.
For Texas or whatever, right?
Do you like this makeshift studio that you created?
Yeah, we're if the audience has a note, if they're audio only, they probably don't even notice anything's different.
Oh,
But if you're watching, you sure might notice something's different.
yeah, it's a lot different.
Yeah, there's a window. We got a
Natural light.
We had a green table at the last place, but this one's a slightly different hue of green. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anything else to describe?
No. I mean that pretty much covers it, I think.
Oh man.
Is there anything cool behind the window?
That's a good question.
Yeah, let's see. Can we see your neighbors?
It's just a blinding like
dang.
fucking.
Can
Oh
we-
wait, no, it's adjusting. Trees.
Make sure you blur out those license plates.
Yeah, can we peer into someone's backyard? That's cool.
I was hoping it was a green screen, and
Yeah, can we get something in post? Like
Yeah, sure, man. I'll do a lot of editing and stuff.
all right, cool.
I won't just get drunk every day and not do anything like usual.
That's fun.
So it's not been super cool. This is, by the way, good job setting all this up.
Oh, you're welcome.
I think you actually earned 1 ball.
Oh, so like I'm like
1-0.
Oh yeah.
You've built up
All
some.
right.
You've built up
Okay.
some ball equity.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good news for me because
Yep.
I was thinking about fucking around and finding out a little bit next episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you fuck around, you that's the thing. Like, it doesn't matter how many balls you have when you hit 3 strikes. You know.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a good point. What happens to the balls when I do I just strike out? I lose all my balls.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to discuss that. We usually do this
I was
disciplinary
gonna
shit.
say, like,
We'll cross that bridge when we
yeah.
get there.
All right. All right.
But yeah, I tell you what, I've been having as you know, I dabble in stand-up comedy a bit.
I heard that. I heard that you were doing that.
And I'm just like, I think I'm like a retarded or something.
A retarded.
I'm a retarded.
What's going on in the comedy scene?
Just like you ever just like, even though you've done a thing for a long time and you're generally confident. Do you have anything in your life that you can relate to this? Where like you'll just go through like periods of just being shitty at it. Like there's nothing else like that for me. But I'm going through a period right now where I just kind of suck ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's not a good feeling.
Isn't that a weird fucking thing though? I wonder if that's comedy specific almost.
No, so like people I have sex sometimes, and that kind of goes up and down.
Well,
you know?
yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I'm never really good at that.
Sometimes I feel like I'm really phoning it in. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe I'm just as good at sex as I am at comedy. I just don't know it. So like maybe I'm just like maybe when I'm good at comedy, it's like when I'm good at it's like very rarely, but I just think I'm good more than I am.
Yeah.
You know? Because in sex, when I'm good, I'm like this is a surprise, a welcome surprise. You know,
Yeah, it's like, oh, this person's really enjoying it.
yeah, this is crazy.
That's wild.
It's so weird this is happening. And then I enjoy it more. That's cool and everything. But yeah, it's just been fucking rough.
What's like? Can you give me an example? Like, what's like is that as far as the conversation?
Well, so I'm not like a right kind of comic. Like I like to fuck around and but I've been like losing confidence in my ability to fuck around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm like, I don't want to write anything. I don't want to tell anything I've written. Like I don't like that either.
Yeah.
So basically, I've lost confidence in both my writing and my performance.
Fuck.
It literally,
a terrible combo.
It's really not fucking cool.
This is making me like this is sad. It's
Yeah.
making me sad a little bit.
Well, no, I think I wanted to talk about it because I need to talk through it. I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well,
and
I'll
I was
be
hoping
I'll
that
be your shoulder dick.
Well,
shoulder
I was
dick
hoping that
Ryan
maybe
or
you would
whatever.
maybe have like some sort of something you could relate. I mean, you don't have to, obviously, but I'm just saying I'm trying to like work through whatever like mental hurdle I've run into here that I'm unable to jump over.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Olympics, by the way. There's gonna be a lot of Olympics.
Oh, okay. So running
analogies.
and jumping.
Yeah,
trying to
I've been
work
like
your way through.
I've been like on a shot put field, and every time I go on stage, the 400-pound man shot puts a giant ball into my fucking crotch, and that's what happens to me. That's the metaphor for what's occurring.
I
When
mean, that's
I'm on
comedy
stage.
gold, though. If that were to happen,
That would be by far the funniest thing I've done in months.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I wish I could relate more. I don't know. I like just fucking rock at everything I do. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just fucking real good.
So you're like the worst guy to talk to. You have a lot of confidence, but you also have a lot of success that's bred that confidence.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never faltered. You know, just because everything I do is great and successful. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Sorry about what you're going through, though.
It's like going to like your friend's dad's funeral and being like, yeah, when I was 6, my dog Sparky turned 16. We had to put him down. So I totally get what's going on here.
Yep.
It's like you should have got vaccinated, though. Really, I mean, this is probably your fault.
Yeah, right. Well, fuck. I just found out my dad didn't get vaccinated this week.
Was that a surprise to you?
No, not at all.
I was gonna say I don't know how you're
Saw
doing.
that one coming. You know?
That's not really like a find out thing. It would have been like, oh, I just found out my dad got vaccinated. Now, that would be like a
Yeah,
discovery.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was. We were sitting at a Mexican restaurant, and he brought it up, and
Yeah.
it was like, he's just like, I just can't get behind giving up my freedom for that. No,
Yeah.
those are the words. So I was like, I don't even know what to say to that.
When your dad's at a restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, you go, hey, hombre, hey, does he do that?
Yeah.
He's like, andale,
No.
andale.
He doesn't.
He's
He's fairly cordial for how like dumb his politics are. I guess,
my
but-
dad's like the same person, so I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad is certainly not vaccinated.
No.
I remember during like the height of COVID, we went to a wedding. And so then after the very next day after the wedding, we like went to my parents' house, and I was like, we should probably wear a mask. Like, it was like a North Dakota wedding. Like, there were no masks.
Yeah. Yep.
And so we walked in wearing masks. Like, yeah, take those fucking masks off. It's like, jeez. So I just like did.
I know, like, you
but
kinda-
I'm like, I don't. But you're old, dude. Like, I don't want you
That's
to
what
die.
I mean. Like, if my dad got COVID, he would definitely be dead like in a week.
I mean, I don't know if my dad would die, but he's old enough to where like some complications could certainly occur.
Yeah, my dad has like heart issues and
Oh,
shit.
God.
So it's like,
That's
yeah,
not
it's
good.
like I don't know why you're doing this to
That's
yourself.
not good.
No, it's funny because like he acknowledged that like vaccines like work. Like he brought up polio was what he brought up. He's like, yeah, so like, I mean, they had a polio vaccine, but they didn't make that mandatory, so people got it or whatever. And I was like,
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm having trouble
I
following.
don't know. Yeah,
Having
I
trouble
don't really
following
get the
this.
logic here, but yeah. So that was a fun conversation that we had, but
Yeah, it does sound like fun.
Yep.
So
Well, it's also kind of crazy because just to live in the dorms, it was required to get your measles or whatever.
Right.
Like
yes.
it was a requirement,
There's all
and
these.
there was no problems.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's one of those political things.
I mean, look, I
Well,
don't.
those didn't have a goddamn microchip in them.
You know, I wouldn't have got vaccinated if I didn't think it was going to hurt my comedy career.
Are you putting some are you like correlating things here a little bit?
Well, you know, just reflecting deeply.
Okay.
You know how it goes. So I was asking you about the whole Mexican restaurant thing.
Yeah.
If your dad was
Like the Hey Hombre, yeah.
like,
that whole
hey,
thing.
hombre, yeah, or Julio or whatever. You know.
Have you ever done that?
No. But I was with somebody who did. So
Oh shit. Okay.
I know I've told a few West Virginia stories on the podcast, but here's
Of course,
one.
this happened in West Virginia.
Yeah, so there was this couple from Oklahoma who were also doing the same thing I was doing.
Yeah.
I can't remember what their name was, like Tammy, and I can't remember what the dude's name was, but this guy was a big piece of shit. So I was out at breakfast with them one morning. This is actually, I'll tell you a couple stories with this guy because
Okay.
it's worth it.
All right. Is this that Ray guy?
No.
No,
These
okay,
guys weren't my
separate,
neighbors.
yeah.
They were working with me,
Okay,
so
okay, yeah.
whatever. So I was out at breakfast one morning, and it was Tammy and that guy, and then another guy I was working with and me.
Okay.
It was like, I was eating breakfast across the street from the courthouse where I was working.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, for some reason, I don't think Obama even got brought up. I think that he just like wanted to
To like, talk about it, like.
So he was like, God damn, I can't believe he hasn't been shot yet. And he called him a jungle bunny.
Jesus.
I was like, holy shit. And then after that, he's like, I don't want to, not to be political. I was like,
Yeah,
that's
it's like
not
you kind of just brought it to
But
like.
that's not even political, though.
No,
He was like,
no.
He wasn't like, I don't like his immigration policy. He was like, he's a jungle bunny. I was like, holy shit.
Jesus fucking Christ.
The best thing to follow up a racist thing was like, I don't want to get too political here. But that guy's a filthy wop, you know? Like, it's like, that's not politics. Like, it's just not. Like, yeah, I know Mussolini is a bad guy, but you should call him a wop.
Yeah.
So anyway, so this happened even after this first time. So with him dropping the old JB
Yep.
at breakfast that time,
The old JB.
It really-
like that. Yeah,
like, it really solidified because. So what had happened before that was I think maybe like my first day on the crew there, we all our boss took us out and we went to this like Mexican restaurant.
yeah.
And this is where I was first like kind of tipped off. Well, first of all, he's from Oklahoma, so I probably should have known.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Our Oklahoma. I mean, like that's like. I suppose like the line's probably drawn somewhere around like. Never mind. It goes all the way up through North Dakota.
Oklahoma,
there is no line.
But Oklahoma's
in that aspect.
basically
Never
part,
mind.
it's basically a part of Texas. Like
I was like,
really, it's not.
Yeah, that's right. I was just thinking like, okay, so like, where's the South start? But then I was like, oh wait,
Oklahoma's definitely in the South.
I was like, oh wait a second, like that line that goes through Oklahoma and Texas goes all the way up. You know?
It kind of does.
Yeah,
dude.
like it doesn't
Yeah, exactly.
stop.
It's like where does it get progressive? Like fucking Lincoln, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean?
Like Winnipeg maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
right. Yeah, like maybe a few college towns on the way, but the
Yeah.
population of those are like 60K. So it's
Yeah,
like
they don't
not
even
really
count.
making a dent.
Nah,
Yeah, Winnipeg. Yeah, right. Have you been to Winnipeg?
I don't know.
That
Like
place
it's a
is
big city.
fucked, dude.
Yeah, I'm not allowed in Winnipeg
I know.
right now.
Because
Anyways, I got like 2 more years.
because
left.
you're a filthy kraut
My
drunk.
God. Oh yeah.
You're a dirty
that's a
drunk
gr-
kraut.
I think that's the first time anybody's ever called me a drunk crowd.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, sure, I guess.
I gets thrown around pretty frivolously, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, if it isn't, I mean, people should start, and it like kind of adds up.
It's
So,
good.
Yeah,
And making fun of Germans, we've established this before, but it's totally okay.
yeah.
It's fine. So anyway, the other time where I was kind of tipped off this dude maybe being like a giant piece of shit.
So
was-
that didn't do it for you. Like that was like you said, tipped off. Like that
Yeah.
wasn't like.
Well, look, I was younger then. I was like 23, 24.
Okay.
This is back before. You know what they say? You shouldn't judge people.
Yeah.
But as you get older, like your instincts are just more like sharpened and
Yeah.
like
Yep.
you can kind of look at a person and like find out like, hey, look at this man. Look at the way he is dressed and the way he speaks,
Yep.
and he's from Oklahoma. Racist. Like for sure, like a deeply horrible way. And I would have picked up on that now. It would have taken me no amount of time. However, then I was willing, like, I was in a new place. I was trying to like, not prejudge.
I don't even think it was because like you got older. I think it's because we were raised our entire life around just like a lot of bigoted people.
Yeah,
So-
but I always knew that they were like, you know what I mean? I was like, All right, whatever. It doesn't matter. Look, the people we grew up around certainly are pieces of shit. Were and still are. And when I get drunk, I tell them so. That's another funny thing I realized about myself. You know, some people get drunk and they get like canceled for saying racist shit.
You get drunk and you get like
I get
politically
woke.
conscious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get woke. Like I think the last couple times I've gone back to North Dakota and got drunk at the end of the night, like I'll just be like, yeah, you guys are
Yeah,
all.
I can't hang out with Josh anymore. Every time I get drunk with him, he starts like apologizing for black racism or whatever.
he
You know,
starts,
like
he starts fucking talking about how we need universal health care and shit. Yeah, so like at the end of the
Jesus
night,
Christ.
I was like, yeah, you guys are racist. I love you anyway. They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, come on, you guys are a bunch of
yeah,
racists.
he
Hey, a
just-
couple
he
of
just always, he
racists.
just always talks about white privilege and shit. It's strange. I don't know.
It's happened multiple times now. Like where I'll wake up the next day and be like, "Oh, I started to get like real mean to these people," and like I'm not like woke when I'm like have like a level head.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yep.
when I get a little drunk, I'll be like, enough of this fucking white bullshit. For some reason.
Yeah.
But really, I'm kind of just a contrarian because if I'm hanging out with a bunch of libs too, then
Oh
I'll,
yeah.
then I'll
You
start
like,
pushing.
I think you're
I'm
just
just a
like
douche.
Yeah.
I'm just a douche.
I think you're just
a white
you just like
douche.
starting conflicts. I don't know, which I can get behind. I agree. It's
I just
kinda
like
fun.
I just like challenging people's like deep seated beliefs.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm constantly questioning my own personality. Why can't somebody else every once in a while? Huh? I like to spread it around a little bit.
Bring everybody down to our level or whatever.
Exactly. So anyway, this guy at the Mexican restaurant was just like,
Yeah. Fuck. All right.
he was like I can't remember what he said exactly, but basically that he's like, hey muchacho, more picante, and like was like, you know, fucking.
That's such a cool thing.
And I remember
to do.
seeing that, being like, I think this is racist. And then we went to breakfast that next time, and yeah, he called.
Can you fucking imagine like being at a Mexican restaurant? Well, first off, like just being at any restaurant and snapping your fingers for like
No,
service.
of course not.
It's like, hey, server, get over here. Yeah.
I'll have terrible service before I'll ever do that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's
Like,
fucking wild.
I'll have lazy, like not even lazy,
I'll
but like
still like
distracted
I'll have shitty service and I'll still tip the fuckers like
exactly
20%
for sure.
at least.
At
You know what I
least, yeah.
mean? It's like, yeah, that guy was a fucking dick. I still gave him like $20 though.
Has anyone, have a server ever been like actually a dick to you though?
I don't know. Like I feel like I've been kind of like secondhand like mistreated because I've been with people that are fucking rowdy or
That
whatever.
sucks though. Isn't that a
Yeah.
horrible feeling?
Well, no, exactly. And it's like I didn't fucking cause the scenario, but now the server's being an asshole to everybody at the table. You know, it's like now I
Yeah.
gotta fucking sit through this.
But in
So.
that situation, at least you can kind of understand where he
the
or she
server,
is coming
yeah,
from.
where the
right?
server's coming from,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
I was gonna say, because I don't think I've ever just had the guy who's just like a dick. I'm like, why are you a dick? Like, your job is just to not be a dick. That's all you have to do.
Oh, here's something we could talk about. You don't like Gallagher's.
Gallagher the comic, the melon smashing comic.
not that. So that restaurant that's just down the street from the house that I live in.
Can I do a negative advertisement for a local dive?
Yes, please. I was gonna say you really don't like this place, so I'm
Well, here's the deal.
interested in how
This
you-
this is actually example A, exhibit A, whatever.
yeah, because we were talking about like how like
Yes.
a bad service and stuff.
In that place, literally both
I know.
times.
I know, but it was like it's also like the greatest thing on the planet.
No,
too,
it's
though.
not.
Like I feel like we have differing views on this, and I'm gonna let you do your thing for a second here, and then I'm gonna explain to you
First
why,
of all-
why this is the greatest dive bar on the planet.
First of all, let me just say this. Let me just set the scene by saying that there are multiple restaurants now that you will go to regularly that I have put on a blacklist.
yeah,
and,
yeah.
And Gallagher's.
Yeah, you have like a weird black.
Yeah, it's a blacklist where, like, if you guys, even if we're all hanging out, you're like, we're going to do this. I'm like, well, I'm going home, and I'm standing by it. I'm not. I'm standing my ground.
Except for I talk you into like going wherever
maybe
we go every time.
Maybe
so.
I'd go there and drink, but I'd never fucking eat there.
Yeah.
So both times we've gone to Gallagher's now,
Yep.
it's been after hard nights of drinking.
Yep.
And so you're shaky drunk, and you don't know where your mindset's going to be, especially for me and for most people. Your anxiety gets so high when you're hungover.
Yeah.
Especially that hungover.
Yep.
So then you're sitting in this restaurant, and the worst thing you can do when you have anxiety too is just be waiting and not. Uncertainty is not good, and the server coming by every 35 minutes, that's a lot of uncertainty about what's occurring.
Yeah.
And like, when am I going to be able to leave this fucking dive that I don't really want to be in right now? You know, like, the beers aren't doing anything to help me. Nothing's helping.
Yep.
It's like, look, I just want to eat a giant, disgusting breakfast, which they do have that. A nice,
They do. It's
big,
great.
greasy breakfast.
As greasy as it could possibly get.
Relatively cheap.
Huge portions. Yeah.
Fine.
Yep.
That's fine. The food, it's fine. It's just a grease bomb. It's what you need. But it's not worth sitting there 2 hours for.
All right.
Hardly
So-
anything is.
So here's my point of view, right?
That hit 20%. It did. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No, that's and that's as you do. Yep.
Okay. I don't know how you're going to defend sitting down for a 2-hour dinner when there's no one else in the restaurant. There's like one other fucking table.
Okay, so let's
make any sense.
let's redraw this whole scenario. All right.
You can't redraw it. I've already created
No,
the context.
I'll use the same
All right, fine.
context.
Want to have
all
me
right?
a brew?
Yep, absolutely. So you oh my goodness, holy shit! All right, so you're out drinking, like you're having a real hard night of drinking on a Friday night, right?
Yes.
You all crash at the same place. You wake up and it's like, all right, we gotta go get a big greasy dinner to curb this hangover. Maybe a nice Bloody Mary, or a screwdriver, or fucking mimosas, or whatever you're trying to do. So you're just like, okay, let's all go to Gallagher's, right?
Yes.
And again, you're like, nobody really knows what their mind state's going to be like. And so you got a bunch of troubled individuals with high anxiety sitting around a table waiting for, their beers to come and their food or whatever. And the service, is like completely run by a lady that hasn't ever even worked a breakfast shift, so she doesn't even know the menu, or like doesn't seem to even know like what drinks are or anything.
Okay.
And so for starters, you got somebody that's just very like confused and just like not understanding how any of like this system.
Let
works.
me interject real quickly.
Okay.
Confused or incompetent?
Incompetent and confused, They're, like both.
Okay.
Like, I mean, you can be incompetent.
So now
and
you put yourself in a position where you're going to defend confused and incompetent service.
Because all right, so
you can't do that.
This is where my defense comes into play because I'm having fun by this point. All right, the second
because you're drunk again.
the second I get that first beer in me, my drunk is rolling again. And I'm watching like somebody fucking just struggling and having a very hard time, and that's fun for me. And then I look around the table.
Okay.
And I look around the table, and a bunch of other people are just having a really shitty time.
So you're just a piece of shit.
And I'm just
Wait.
I'm just looking around, just drinking my beer, just having a fucking
Okay.
good old time.
All right.
And the best part about it is that it lasts 2 hours. I get to sit
mean-
there for 2 whole hours and just
Right.
watch all of these people just fucking in misery.
Okay. So yeah, so you are coming at this from the perspective of a sadist.
Yeah, it's great.
You just like watching your close friends
I just think
all
like,
in misery.
I just don't understand how nobody else picks
and
up
you
on
also
this.
like watching the person who's causing the misery be in misery.
Yeah.
I mean, this.
And then we all tip her. We all give her a bunch of money.
But you have to understand why to me this isn't a good situation.
I know, and that makes it so much better.
Okay, fine, man. I mean, I didn't truly know this is why you enjoyed Gallagher's.
Do you want to go to Gallagher's?
No,
after this?
never.
Come on.
No.
Uh,
Next time a person of color gets shot in Minneapolis, I'm gonna go burn down Gallagher's. That's me, my protest.
It is a Friday fish fry.
Yeah, I'm sure
it
is.
is Friday. I drove by there in my scooter the other day and got a nice little whiff of. It was last week Friday, and I got a little whiff of that fish fry Friday. It was
Yeah.
it smelled delicious.
The only thing that can make Gallagher's better is the smell of fish.
Yeah.
God. A place that has a fish fry every Friday, that's just a bad spot. That's not a spot I'm interested in.
I love like the fact like that's how you know you're going to a good place. So if you drive by and they've had they've had one thing on their marquee.
Oh, right.
They've had one thing on their marquee for like 15 years, and all it says is Fish Fry Friday. That's
Exactly. Like you could remove the letters and they'd be sun stained.
Yeah, like, even if they took it off, it would still be Fish Fry
It would
Friday every
just
fucking
be-
Friday. Yeah. Those are the best places.
And incompetent service Sunday.
Yeah.
God.
No. Before we retire this, fucking the best part of the last time we went was fucking the fact that they don't have a door on their stall in the men's bathroom.
Yeah.
And fucking
That's also a problem when you're
one
hungover.
of our friends was so haggard that they had to throw up, and they fucking like had to throw up in a fucking toilet with no stall in it. Somebody was fucking
Open
some
stall.
stranger was pissing in the fucking stall next to him and shit. What a fucking gem! I love that place.
No.
It's the greatest place on the planet.
It's just every new detail you give this place just reminds me of like an extra layer of how bad it is.
It's so good.
But dude, it's not even like cool in like an ironic way. It's just shit. It's just shitty. There's nothing redeeming about it.
Listen, all I'm saying is that I guarantee after this episode drops, like Gallagher's is gonna have a surge because people are on my side.
Wouldn't it be
People
great?
are
Wouldn't it
on
be great
my
if somehow
side.
no one listens to our podcast, but Gallagher's becomes like
Yeah,
the
just
biggest
blow us
fucking thing
fucking
ever?
up.
Like they benefit from this, but we never see a
They-
goddamn dime.
They fucking franchise out, and
They're like
and,
free
like,
cheese curds for life, boys. It's like, god damn it.
They franchise out, and it's just as shitty at every fucking location.
There's this one like on the corner of like malls and shit, and it's just the shittiest
Yep.
looking
Next-
stucco building.
Next to every McDonald's across the country is a fucking Gallagher's. Yep.
They have the regional manager come by and they're like, "Why is there a fucking door on that urinal?" or whatever.
He just fucking kicks it down.
This is not the Gallagher way.
He's like, get the dishwasher and we need to kick this together. It was like, Jesus.
Fuck yeah.
What? It's like, I thought we needed doors. They're like, no. It needs to be authentic.
The fucking the hiring process for the regional manager for that position would be the best fucking interview process ever.
They're like, hey, are you Irish?
Like,
Yes.
are you a huge pile of garbage?
Are you racist? Also, yes. Perfect. You like fish? No. They're like, doesn't matter. You're hired on. God damn it, dude.
I mean, they would like that too, because then you're not eating all the customers' fish, right?
Oh, yeah. They're like, hey,
Yeah,
more,
it's like-
they're like, more fish for us.
Oh my fucking god.
Gallagher's, if you don't like our fish, we'll fucking eat it. It's like, we'll enjoy this fish, you fucks. What a stupid fucking place, dude.
I fucking love it.
And what makes it worse is that you're surrounded by like some of like the best restaurants
I know.
in literally this giant metro.
Yeah.
And this is where you go to.
Dude, they're popping every fucking day too. You know what I mean?
Gallagher's is popping.
Gallagher's is
no, it's
fucking
not.
popping every day.
No,
of the
no
goddamn
one is
week.
ever there.
Dude, this goddamn full goddamn parking lot every goddamn day.
No.
Yep. Let's drive by it right now.
We
grab
can't.
grab the camera.
No, we can't dislodge the camera.
We'll plug it into my USB in my car so that way it stays powered on.
This is just so upsetting.
Yeah, I'm
You know what I think? You know what I think also, when you were kind of giving your list of drinks.
Yeah. Oh, so you're gonna fucking you're gonna rag on me for saying screwdriver, aren't
Well,
you?
I just think that's a little crazy to be
Why?
drinking a screwdriver
Okay, well,
in the
no,
morning.
no. Screwdriver is like the real man's mimosa. If you think about it.
Yeah, real man. That's the description I would use.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking alcoholic,
Yeah. Well,
filthy kraut alcoholic mimosa?
real man, filthy kraut alcoholic. Same thing in my opinion.
That's the thing, man. So maybe you're getting really drunk at that place, and then it's fine.
It's great.
I've been in relationships for years. And I got sober for a week and was like, "Holy fuck, what's going on?"
Yeah, that's
It's
how
like,
that's how I feel
hold
about that's how I
on.
feel about Gallagher's. You know,
Yeah,
it's like a abusive relationship that as long as you got a little buzz going, it's all right.
but most things in life, really, if you have a little buzz going, are all right.
Yeah, that's true.
Can you think of one thing that isn't improved by being drunk?
No, I've done most everything drunk, and it's all been better.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't drink and drive, kids.
So driving, you would say,
Yep.
but it's more fun.
It's a lot more fun. Like, unfortunately.
You know, so I drink and drive every day. It's kind of my favorite thing to do. Hopefully Bob Kroll's not listening, but
Yeah, we're gonna lose our
our Bob Kroll
we're gonna
sponsorship.
we're gonna lose our Bob Kroll. Just that's it. We're gonna lose our Bob Kroll.
Oh, we'd hate to lose him. Rest in peace.
Is he dead?
Oh, of course not.
Oh, okay.
Guys like him never die. Legends live forever. Did you ever seen fucking Sandlot, bro?
Yeah.
What was I fucking talking about? Oh yeah, so I drink and drive every single in the morning, day and night. I'm always
Like for work or what?
I wake up and I swish. What I do here's one thing I have a bit of a problem. I'm working on it. When I swish around mouthwash my mouth and I just take it back.
Just swallow it.
Yeah,
So like, yeah, that takes the edge off.
and I do that as many times as I have to. Until my girlfriend walks into the bathroom, and then I spit it out, and I'm like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
So, like-
okay.
So
So just so she like thinks that you're spitting
well,
it
she
out.
has to. I have to make sure she sees me spit it out. So I have to take as many mouthfuls until she comes into the bathroom, because I have to have proof that I spit it out.
So how do you think? Because I know a lot of like homeless people do the whole mouthwash thing.
Do they?
I don't know. Like, I mean, it's a thing for a reason. Like, people drink mouthwash.
I'm pretty sure mouthwash is more expensive than like a Traveler Hot 100.
I think it has more alcohol content in a lot of things though, and it's cheaper. Maybe I don't fucking know.
Anyway, just
But
keep going with it.
Yeah, all I was gonna say is like the people who do choose to drink mouthwash, like, I mean, do they get like really fucking sick? Like,
I mean, God.
like you would think they have to, right?
I mean, diabetes and like.
Do you think like?
I mean,
do you think you get like it's like high in sugar or something? Is that what's going on?
It's sure. I mean, I guess.
I feel like it's like some sort of chemical. Like it's
it's like maybe
like a
like
spearmint like chemical. That
is it
they
like
put
deeply
into
like
it.
acidic or like I don't like you know what I mean like it can't really be acidic or sugary or else.
Area homeless turn to mouthwash for cheap buzz. See, they're around.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is from Minneapolis.
This would be from Delaware. Oh wait, Delmarva's news leader, wherever that is.
Delmarva.
Delmarva.
Yeah,
So,
this was 2006.
Okay.
Delmarva is like the Minneapolis of whatever state that's in.
Can you look up what the alcohol percentage is of mouthwash?
Yeah, please do. I'm actually very curious.
I'm very
I feel like
curious.
it's probably like 40%.
But if it's I think if it's 40%, well, I guess
Maybe more. Maybe it's like 80%. Who the fuck knows? It's like
yeah,
Everclear
I guess
or something.
mouthwash.
It's actually trash.
Wait, does
It's
that say-
26.9, which is
Oh.
54 proof.
You know what I mean? So why? Like I guess it must be cheaper. Like it just has to be.
Yeah, maybe it's just easier to steal.
Dude,
maybe
but
people steal it.
think about it, though.
Like,
You-
think about going into like a grocery store and like, because I know people like I've heard of people stealing like bitters because you can buy those in grocery stores and that's like 40% alcohol.
Okay.
People can just fucking chug a bottle of bitters. And fucking
Oh,
that'd
God.
be fucking wild.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Fuck. What was I gonna say? Well, okay. So here's the deal. If you're panhandling,
Yep.
like especially if you live in a city, there's no way you can't come up with like $15 in like a few hours, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So
you would think
You
at
can get a
least $15.
175 of Phillips or a 175 of like car. Like you can get all those things for like $15.
Yeah.
So I just don't know why. Like we're just like like are there some homeless people who are too lazy to panhandle?
I mean, maybe.
like you know what I mean? Like I feel like anybody could just sit out in the corner and like people just kind of get the hint. They'll give you some money.
So you think
I don't think you have to have a sign.
You think I can go out there and get $15 really quick?
I mean, we really could. I think we have.
Alright.
I think we have a moral responsibility
I was
not to
gonna
do
say,
that.
like, I feel
but
like this cost me about $15 over here.
18 beers.
I could get my money back.
You know, you don't see homeless guys drinking his fucking 18 pack of beer.
I don't think I've ever seen a homeless man like carry around a case.
No, never, dude. What a stupid way to spend your money.
Yeah, like you could like you could just buy a case. Well, okay, how much? Because I feel like travelers of like Kharkov and Phillips. How much is a traveler of Phillips, by the way?
Oh, like $6.
Okay, so you could get
Maybe I guess maybe I don't know in the city. I guess, but
with $6 you could get I don't know. You could probably get like a real shitty like 12-pack of something.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think you can get a 12. I don't you
like
can-
even like hams. You don't
Dude,
think you can get like a 12-pack of hams?
I
or
saw.
something like that?
I was just at the liquor store buying.
No. Okay. Yeah.
I saw a 6-pack of hams, normal size cans for $5.49.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. I mean, there might be like I don't know, like if you live in a place that like you're not in a city, maybe, but I don't know, dude. 12 packs almost always be like $11.50 or some shit at the cheapest.
Gotcha. How much was that that traveler of Phillips? Is that what you're looking up? Sorry, I didn't.
No,
see
I
it.
didn't look at.
Oh,
What's a traveler?
But
Is
you
that a
can-
375?
that's a 0.75.
Oh, a traveler is a 0.75?
I think so.
Oh,
No, I think it's smaller than that, isn't it?
No, I'm pretty sure the traveler is like like those bottles that are like one under the liter.
so they call that the traveler. I
think
assumed
so.
that the traveler was like the 375.
Oh,
I don't
mean,
know. Look, I don't
guess
know.
I don't know.
I'm not. I'm not pretending to know. My alcoholism is like this is like the lowest it goes to. Like
Yeah.
Rolling Rock is about the cheapest thing I consume.
I'm just saying, like you could like. I feel like So with like going out and buying like a bottle of, I suppose maybe this is the point, but going out and buying a bottle of liquor is like, you know, going from 0 to 100 real quick, which is maybe the point.
That
you
is
know, but
1,000% the point.
But I mean, you could have like a nice like fucking like you could just get your beer and sit there and like, and it's like, you know, got carbs in it and shit. You could like, you know, you don't even have to eat. You just sit there and drink a case of beer and just fucking get nice and drunk and don't even have to eat.
Yeah, so you're
As
saying
a homeless man, it seems like this would be a better option.
Yeah, it's like eating and drinking at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah.
But the thing that you underestimated about him is like hydration is so much more important.
Well, it's got water in it too.
No, I know, I get it, but I don't think that homeless people eat a whole lot.
$8.99 for that.
Yeah, it is $7.50. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, that's a good price.
Hmm?
But for like $4 more, you might be able to get the $1.75.
Yeah.
Like the jump for that cheap liquor when you go up, it's crazy.
Yeah, you can't hide. You see, you can hide the traveler though. Like if you're a homeless man out and about in the town, you gotta be able to hide that.
Why do you have to hide it?
Because if you're around other homeless people, maybe they'll like see that you have a fucking 1.75, and then you gotta share your vodka.
So you have to like have it like in a coat in your
yeah.
like inside pocket.
Yeah, you don't want to be hassled by other homeless people looking for booze.
Isn't that interesting how like Phillips and Kharkov know that their target audience is homeless people?
Yeah.
Because if you see 750s for like, you know, even like lower mid shelf booze, it's like pretty much always glass and like spherical.
Yeah.
But that shit you could easily put into a pocket and like conceal.
Well, that and every traveler like at any liquor store is always like behind the counter.
Well, no, that's not true. The 750s you can get of all sorts of stuff. Like most
you're right,
bottles are
you're right.
750.
You're right.
You know,
You're right.
Like really, that's like the standard.
Yeah.
Liters are kind of like weird. Like sometimes they'll be there, sometimes they won't be.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
I got right here, Traveler, for fucking under $5, buddy.
Is that
Yeah,
used?
what do
Is
we
that used on eBay?
Is that like like Silver Wolf or something? Like
Well, that's what I searched because I like that shit. Gives
oh,
you a
I didn't. Even,
hangover and-
it's funny because I didn't even see you type it in.
ebum.com. just bums putting their stuff, their used stuff.
I like how
online.
that's where both of our brains went. Pete is just fucking.
Because I had a
Silver Wolf.
single shot of it
It's so
back in the day,
gross.
and it's all I had that one night, and I was
a single
I was
shot.
done.
A single shot of what?
Silver
Silver
Wolf
Wolf.
vodka.
Oh,
It's-
dude.
it was
Silver Wolf is
unbelievable.
rough.
I think I maybe drank it a little bit. Like I remember my bro when he was in college and he came back. They were always getting bottles of Silver Wolf.
Your bro or your bro?
But my biological brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. You said college and the word bro, so I mean it could have gone both ways. So
Do you know that there's only one gender?
bro.
The human gender.
Oh, it's very progressive of you.
Yeah,
Mm.
I thought so. So hey, you want to do some stand-up comedy tonight?
Yeah, dude.
I think maybe if I watched you do stand-up, I might inspire me to be good again.
Oh yeah, I'd be fucking. Actually, you have seen me do comedy before.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, I did it once at the Pickled Parrot in Fargo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just because they told me that I got a free drink, and then I went up there and I just made shit up, and I think I had just found out that night that they made It's funny because we were talking about shitty booze, but I found out that they made Phillips gin, and I was like, "What the fuck's that all about?" You know, I was doing like
You couldn't wait to
doing
try
a little
it.
bit,
Yeah.
and then with my free drink ticket, I went and got some Phillips gin. You know,
Well, that's great.
nah, that didn't happen.
Oh, really?
But I did do stand up comedy, and I did talk about Phillips gin for some reason. It was pretty dumb.
I'm
was
sure.
up there
I'm
for,
sure.
like-
I'm sure you could do
I
fine.
was up there for like 2 minutes, and then I
sure
was
you could do
like,
fine.
that's good enough.
Truth-
That should have earned me a drink card, right?
Oh yeah, it always does. Truthfully, at this point, god damn, I'm like staring down a fucking barrel. I'm up on stage, just like
God.
not wanting to be there and shit.
Yeah, you'll pull her out.
Should we coming out of the break? Should we play like a few minutes of my bombs from the last couple nights?
Can we do that?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think I need like something to like try to break through this, and I see no other way than just humiliating myself. So we should play.
Well, you know that I'm all aboard that whole train. So
We'll play my
do it.
set from last night when I was in front of like a legit like hot crowd, and I just like fucking ate cock.
All right.
Like, God damn it. I think that might just like.
I think the listeners will like that.
I think I just need to like hit rock bottom, and then that's just climb my way back up. With booze too. God damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, should we
I
break
was
it
gonna
up?
say, is that break time?
I would say we're probably close.
It's probably break time. All right.
Okay. Well, we'll see you guys after the break.
Peace.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Rolling Rock. Rolling Rock is a great selection if you're not homeless. Rolling Rock actually would like to make a statement right now saying that if you are homeless, it's probably better for you just to buy a 175 of Kharkov. But if you're one of these middle-class homeless, you got a little bit of spare change jingling around in your holy pocket that you've managed to wrangle up.
You got enough for a Rolling Rock then.
Yeah, Rolling Rock. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Absolutely. The second advertisement of the podcast is Gallagher's. Home to the largest fried fish fillet in the world.
This side of the Mississippi.
Only on Fridays. If you're interested in franchising, contact 555-739-FISH.
And now time for the second half of the podcast. It's the Going Hard Podcast. Producer Pete, Alan, and John. Welcome back to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Good break, fellas.
This is a great break.
Good
Yeah.
break.
Mhm.
Good break.
Good grief.
Good gravy.
Yeah.
Good gravy.
Mhm.
All right, so we teased it at the first half of the podcast, but we're gonna play.
I'm excited for your pain.
So let me just set this up for you guys, okay? This is literally like a crowd of like at least 60 people.
Okay.
Literally, comics before me are just like crushing. Like I was given like a good spot on the show. I wasn't like first. I was put in like a position to like only succeed.
Yep.
All right. So
Well, there's a context for you.
That
Let's,
it's and
let's hear.
let's hear what happened.
Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna have to edit the first part out because the host probably doesn't want to be part of this. The very funny Josh DeLay, they say. Yeah, they'll be the judge of that. Hey, give it up for Courtney, huh?
Hey, Courtney. Woo.
So, I was abused as a kid by my dad. I'm just kidding. He was always too drunk to hit me. I'm just kidding. I don't have a dad.
Yeah, there it
But
is.
my mom did punch me in the face one time. I'm just kidding. I didn't have a mom. But my grandma, nah, sorry. We're done with that. That was fun for a little bit, right, guys? We had fun. We had fun with that first joke.
No, doesn't know.
You guys dating? Are you dating this guy? Yeah. Cool. How's it going?
Crowd work. It doesn't.
You guys sticking with it forever, probably?
Delay's just like, what?
Here, I can,
They were so.
I can show you my credentials. I'm actually allowed to marry folks. This is my college ID. Look what happened to me. Look what happened to me. See this? This is drugs and alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. This is the face of poverty. All right. Sorry, I'll find it. See this? I
Politely
can marry you
shitty
guys right now if you
laughs.
want. Okay, hey, sorry. They need to get crazy. Should make sure that guy's gonna commit to you, though. I'm looking out for you. I'm looking out for you. I love women. I respect women. I respect women. I have 3 girlfriends. I love them all equally. I respect them. I don't each of them. They're great. Love women. In all seriousness, though, I do. I probably have 3 girlfriends total, actually. Never at one time. I do have a single girlfriend right now. In that she's single. Or she acts that way. What? All right, no, I'm just kidding, guys. But we are poly. Or at least I am. Whatever. Very progressive world we live in, guys. No, I don't. I'm not a piece of shit.
I can't stress how the little amount of laughter is. It's just not good. It's just not good enough.
My girlfriend and I did. We did meet a very interesting way. Do you guys want to hear the story of how I met my girlfriend? Cool.
This is where it really takes a fucking
So I've never been
dive.
on a date
It
before.
was already taken in my.
Honestly,
I've never
pretty
gotten
good so far.
My thing was always like, I would get drunk, and then this other person also liked to get drunk a lot, and then we'd hang out for a few months, you know, and then that's my girlfriend. So the night I met my girlfriend, my buddy lived in a trap house. You guys know what a trap house is? Yeah, yeah.
You gotta move for that.
Who's got the heroin? All right, no, so a trap
It just
house-
died.
He hated it so
And I don't know if there was
What the fuck
drugs
kind of
being
crowd
sold
were
in
you
this
in?
house or not,
much. They were excited about
but it
Trap
did not
House.
have a front door. So I have to assume.
It's like, whoa, you mean crack, right?
So we were hanging out
Shit.
there with my buddy, and then I met his roommate for the first time at this trap house. His name was Dan. And the first thing Dan said to me when we met was, I like knives. It's like, all right. He's like, hey, ask me why I like knives. And I was like, okay, Dan, why do you like knives? And he's like, because they won't let me have guns.
Oh, yeah, we talked about
And
that
I'm from
on the
North
podcast.
Dakota, guys. They only have guns in North Dakota? I don't know what a guy did. Really messed up. So anyway, so the party goes on. I don't talk to
It's
Dan
just-
anymore because he's, insane. And
They just don't
everyone
like
goes
this
to
at
bed,
all.
including my friend who actually knew at the party. Everyone goes to bed, and me and my now girlfriend start having sex on the couch downstairs, which I think is fine behavior at a trap house. I don't know. So, while we're having sex, Dan's roommate,
fucked
my
this up
friend
here.
rather,
Botch it.
falls down the stairs, like every single step. And then next thing I know, I'm on the couch being ridden by my girlfriend, and I have a knife up to my neck. And it's Dan. It's Dan, yeah. It's Dan, right? And so, long story short, I was like, am I never allowed to be here again? He's like, no, you have to clean this couch. So I go and I clean the couch, whatever, you'll go back, whatever. And we get to do it. So anyway, 6
Oh,
years.
no.
He's like, this is weird.
My girl and I have been together for 6 years now. And Dan is in prison for vehicular manslaughter. And I kind of like to imagine him, like in the scene of the crime, getting handcuffed.
It's like,
Being like, hey, can I just wash the car? All right, thank you guys so much.
it's
See,
so hard.
I feel like you were just in a very weird crowd.
I mean,
'Cause,
I don't
like, you
know
brought
though,
up,
man.
like a trap house, and you got like a bunch of woos and claps.
It
and
was
then the second
weird,
you said
right?
heroin, people like fucking like were just like, "Oh, that's fucked up, man."
Yeah, like who
Like, I feel like
who
people
cheers
maybe
for
they-
a trap house?
Maybe they just didn't know what a trap
No,
house. Maybe they
well-
thought like trap, like it's like, oh, that's a house that plays trap music. You know,
Look, listening to that.
that's like
just,
a timepiece or whatever.
yeah, like I don't know what they thought a trap house was, but
What is the definition of trap house? Say there, Pete.
it's just isn't it just a
Place-
house where drugs are
No,
sold?
I love the
No,
fact
it's-
that there's a definition though. This is great.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, now it's straight up from Oxford Languages too.
What the
Wow.
A place where illegal drugs are sold.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. But
sold,
like, I feel
not
like,
used, sold.
but like, was this a very young crowd?
I mean, there was a pastor there who brought a bunch of people, and then there was like
okay. So hold on a second.
But
Did you
no,
just say
but-
that there was a pastor that brought people there?
there was, but here's
What the like? Of
but here's
course
what
you're
I'm
gonna
telling you-
fucking bomb. Like, have you heard your material before?
No.
What the fuck are you like?
There were people who had some like
Like you're all depressed, and then like okay, so I need to start asking more questions before you go down these fucking weird rabbit holes about like you suck or whatever.
that was not
The
good.
first
though.
question I should have asked would have been like, "Hey, was there a pastor that brought a bunch of people to the fucking show?"
There
That would have
was.
answered a lot of fucking
Yeah,
questions. I think.
he said the S word on stage.
Oh,
though.
they were gonna say you said the N word.
He was a Westboro Baptist.
yeah.
No,
God.
but I can't. The context is what's important about that set. Listening back to it, I actually feel a little less bad.
It's good. It was actually pretty good.
I hear
like,
no, it
I
wasn't
mean, okay,
really
there
good.
was definitely like some points where you let it drop off, but
Yeah,
I think
God.
I think that was just because like the crowd was doing some fucking weird shit.
Yeah, look,
Like, dude, you had like people just being like, "This is weird, man."
know, but
I've
there's
been to a bunch of fucking
there's
comedy shows
actually
and I've
nothing,
never heard
There's
that.
actually nothing worse than that.
I've never heard
because
somebody say,
I don't
"This is
have a
weird."
retort. I don't have a retort for this is weird.
Yeah, I mean, now you need to develop one, I guess.
Because
Like you should just be ready for that exact.
if someone would have yelled, "You're
circumstance.
not funny," I would have been like, "Cool, I'm ready for this." But this is weird. Like
This is
he's
weird.
feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah, you literally like made. That was definitely somebody that the pastor brought though. Right?
No, it wasn't. This came from the right side of the room. They were on the
okay.
left.
Oh, so
I heard it, and when he said it, I like smiled and like kind of giggled because like, but I'd already been given the light, so I was like, I have to finish up. I don't have time to like address this
yeah.
because I would have. I'm like, this is weird. It's like what's weird about fucking a lady in a trap house? You fucking, you know. I wouldn't have said that, but you know what I mean.
Oh, you should have though.
Yeah, I would have been.
That
great.
actually would have been fucking.
I should have
funny,
dropped a
yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
That would have really dug me out of this hole that I was clearly in. Also, that fucking the opening joke. They just didn't like
see,
it.
That's the thing. I love that joke.
Isn't there
though.
something hilarious about like
I love that joke.
my dad was
it's
too
so much
drunk
mi-
to hit me?
It's so much misdirection, you know.
They didn't like that. And so then the whole thing with comedy, man's like, which I hate. Is like, oh, tell a few jokes that you're gonna work. You know, I was like, oh, I trust this guy. He's a good guy. Fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. But I promise you, though, that if you had seen some of the people who went before me and then heard this, like this reaction was compared to what like that room was capable of, it was not good.
I mean, I've seen enough comedy like that from like I've seen you do comedy enough times to know that like you're a different breed of comedian from a lot of the people that go on stage, especially here in Minneapolis.
Well,
as far as I know,
mean,
like,
I guess, I guess.
I feel like there's definitely gonna be like if you don't have enough people that are like fucking weird bastards in the fucking crowd, it's gonna go a different direction. You know what I mean? And
So-
especially, I mean, the deck was stacked against you with fucking half the crowd being fucking.
There was a
like,
lot
brought
of
there by a
there was a
fucking
lot of
pastor or
normal people
something.
though, like even outside of that, like kind of
Yeah.
yeah. But that's also on me to be more normal.
Yeah, well, who wants to fucking watch that shit?
Well, I tell you what, listening back, it made me feel a little better because I hadn't listened to that since I did it. Like I didn't want to.
Yep.
Like I literally like this is the only way I was going to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it wasn't nearly as cringy as I thought it was.
while I was
and
doing,
I was ready for it.
while I was doing it, even though I didn't like show that I was like losing, I was like while I was doing, I was like, this is going about as bad as it could possibly. Like I felt like horrible about it.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that bad.
Maybe it was in my head.
Yeah, I think.
Like that, like I promise you that was like there are some rooms that are capable of like booming laughter. Like you can hear like you
Yeah.
can shake it, you
Yep,
know.
yep.
And I promise you, I was never even close to that in that
Yeah.
set.
Yeah, well, what can you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear a set where I say the N word?
Good God.
I don't ever say the N
All
word
right.
or the F word.
Oh. Surprising. Do you want to get into emails or?
Yeah, we sure can.
All right.
We got a couple of real good ones this week.
Yeah, we got a little intro for emails. Huh?
We sure do.
It's the second half
Oh yeah,
of
it
the
is.
show.
What do we do the second half, guys?
Got a couple,
a couple
of
emails.
emails for your butthole.
Wait, in your
Let's
asshole?
start
The
with
fucking butthole.
Josh
We're gonna put emails in
and
someone's
Pete.
butt.
And I'm sure
Right up
we'll
in
get an email from Jerry from Michigan.
It reminds me of The
Beautiful.
Office. The last note of The Office.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same one, I think.
All right. So this email. Usually these just usually I don't read like the title of it, but this one I really like the title of it, so I'm going to read it. So the title of his email is Cupid's Dilemma. Dear Going Hard Podcast, you seem to have it all figured out in the relationship department. Maybe you can answer a question for me. Do you think a woman appreciates a quick lovemaking session if she reaches her climax goals? Say you make her orgasm 3 times, but it only takes 3 minutes. Are you allowed to call it good and finish up? Or do you think they would still consider you incompetent? Concerned husband. Wow. Richie from South Dakota. I mean, I think we should field this question, actually. I mean, this is a strong hypothetical.
It really is.
Okay, so let's go back over this again. Okay. Right. So what he's saying is like, if she comes 3 times,
Yep.
even if it's early on,
Yeah, but it's like,
aren't you free to bust?
yeah.
Well, you should, right? You should be.
I would assume so, but like also like then like she could still retort at some point, just be like, yeah, it only lasts 3 minutes, you know,
Yeah.
like and then you feel fucking real bad about it.
But wouldn't you think that if like she was like, you know, gossiping with her bitchy friends about how quick it is?
Yeah, exactly. But then she leaves out the part where
When she
fucking
comes 3
came
times.
3 times.
Yeah.
It's fucking,
Wouldn't you just burst in there and be like, oh yeah?
yeah, like
And then you have a video and a. It's like, look at you fucking.
They're
Look at
a
you
little
quivering.
glass.
Look at you quivering an orgasm here, you lying bitch. I make you come
yeah, poor-
fast and hard.
Well, what I think is going on here is she comes 3 times, and then his job is done. He's got to go out and do stuff. He's a busy boy. He's not coming.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're the breadwinner, you gotta
you got shit to do. You
it's-
got to go to the
it's-
shop.
You're just like, hey, you got off, right? And then you're just like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm fucking out of here. I gotta go make some fucking
Exactly.
money
Dude, think
for my
about
family.
that's primal as fuck. Think about it, dude. Do you think like think about currently in the Amazon there are still like tribes that that are uncontacted by civilized
Yeah.
humans. Do you think that the men in those tribes are worried about making you know what I mean? No, they're out
No, they're busting
just
nuts.
spearing shit.
Yep.
And then they come back and they just pump it out hard
Yep.
and fast.
Yeah, they just like
And then they
dip
leave
it
to go
dip
get-
it in there and blow their seed and
They
then just like pull
yes.
out and run back.
They
to the-
really come back.
they run back to
Yes.
the river with their spears and get right back to fishing.
Like, I'm not trying to be sexist here, but human women,
I like where this is going.
human women are very lucky because men will we don't feel good unless they come.
Yeah.
So we'll do whatever we like. It's like, well, hey, if my dick is inadequate, which it is. It's like I will do other things. I'll literally put my face down in your crotch to make sure that things go well for you. There's no primal instinct for me doing that. It's just me having this knowledge of like, hey, I should make someone feel good. They're very lucky.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. I mean, I agree with you, I guess.
there's no pig who's fucking a female pig and is like, oh, she didn't come. I better get my fucking
Well, I feel like there's
snout up in there.
I feel-
It doesn't happen.
I feel like if you want to continue like fucking busting nuts, you should probably like do a decent job.
Well,
you know?
that's also
like
what
that's
it
that's
is.
like a
Yeah.
that's a natural thing.
But you know what you
I wanna-
could do?
I want to keep on busting nuts.
But you know
I'm
what you
gonna
could
fucking
do
keep on doing.
is that you just don't worry about it. It's like that one lady lets you stop busting nuts. You find another lady busting nuts.
You know, there's definitely people out there that are like that. It's like, yeah, I got mine, and then they're just like, you don't like it? All right,
Yeah.
see you later. I'm gonna go find another fucking.
yeah, and you will.
lady.
There's
Yeah.
always someone you can do it with.
I suppose.
You might not
yeah.
really want.
Yeah,
not
like,
really
I
want
guess.
to.
Well, let's hear from the lady listeners. Going hard podcast at gmail.com. Going hard pod on Twitter. Just
I have a feeling
let us
Yeah.
let us know. Let
Yeah.
us know.
I have a feeling this is going to go
Lady-
very badly.
Lady listeners, if you're still listening after that last 5 minutes or however long it's been, please email us.
Hey, whiny cunts.
Fucking God.
Going hard podcast at gmail.com.
hey, whiny non-orgasm having cunts.
Yeah, that's yeah.
All right,
I'll
well,
do it.
let's cleanse the palate with a Jeffy email.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Did he send 2 because we are off a week?
Oh boy.
Or is there more than one, or what's going on there?
If I'm being honest about these Jeffy emails right now, he always sends like half a dozen.
One a day.
And
at
then I
least,
kind of
right?
just pick which one makes the most sense based on
contextually.
yeah, based on what's going on at the time. It'll be hard for him to beat that last one. Okay. Let's see here. Dear Going Hard Podcast, I would like at this moment to ask Alan to make a drum beat like he's hitting a tribal drum on the table. I am going to join the podcast. I am going to replace Alan. I am funnier than him. And he's not very attractive. Not like producer Pete. Not like Joshy. He is the weakest link.
I don't want to do this anymore. This is very offensive.
That was the end.
That was? Oh, okay.
Jeffy from Wisconsin. I mean, that was cool. I mean,
That was good. Like that's he's getting more and more like
he
creative with his.
He knows that we're
wrote
down.
he wrote an entire short story about the origins of our podcast last time.
I know.
He's so interactive.
He really is. Like he actually knows. He knows how to get our listeners engaged.
Also, though, can I say this though?
Yep.
Is that you shouldn't feel bad about that because he asked you to. He knew you were the one who could do the thing.
That's actually true. So he asked me
Yeah.
to do something that he knew I was capable.
And then he
of,
attacked
and
you
then he
while you were
attacked me.
vulnerable.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's why I stopped.
It was kinda fucked up.
I was like, I'm in control of this, and I'm still doing it for some
Yeah.
reason. You know, so.
It's like if you're a father and you have a son, you're like, hey, see how quickly you can run into the sunset. And then he runs, and you just
and then you go and buy a pack of cigarettes at the
No,
gas
you
station and never come back.
just wipes his eyes, reaches under the deck, grabs that 22,
Oh my god! All right.
and he has freedom once more. Birds fly up in the air.
And scene.
And see, they're like, wait, did the kid die? It's like clearly that's what
Somebody-
that's what the birds always represent.
Oh,
The kid's dead.
I thought you were suggesting that he killed himself. Like he just told his son to run off into the distance, and they brought up the fucking
Either way.
gun to his head. And he's
Either
like,
way.
he's like, all right, keep
Yeah.
running, little Jimmy.
It's like
and
the
then-
ending of The Sopranos. It's kind of open to interpretation. Well, that was great.
That was good.
Good emails.
Good job, Jeffy.
Oof.
Yep.
I reached my burp quota
Yeah.
and exceeded it.
There's
job.
one. I didn't have one yet. This.
Oh, hey, you probably need this
so-
chord, huh?
Yeah. We'll do a little bit of music for the old.
Well, we ought to.
a little bit of music for the old group of listeners or whatever, you know.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Going Hard podcast. I think it was a good one.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, this is the studio is going to be here forever, so I hope you enjoy
All
it.
right.
I hope you enjoy
Yeah,
it.
nothing else happening in this room.
Nope.
Besides podcast.
Just strictly this situation.
All right. Perfect.
Hey, producer Pete, say goodbye to the folks.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hey, adios.
Here's the song. When you make love, is it fast or slow? When you make love, is it based on the things you know? Or are you an animal? Are you an animal? I wanna see you in your natural state. I wanna bone you until I come in your face. Won't you let me do what I was born to do? Fuck hard and fast till I come inside you. Would it be appropriate if I snuck into your house at night and we made love together consensually? I will throw on a blanket and warm up some tea. Don't you wanna make love with some tea on the burner? Don't you want me to explore your beaver? How would you like it done? I can make all of my dreams come true, and I can make yours come true too. How do you want to make love?